Scott, or the Scottman, and it is a beautiful morning for a driving video. Mostly sunny skies. You can't ask for a better day. It's on the chilly side. I think today is supposed to get up to the freezing mark, but that's alright. But today we're going to do a little special driving video today. In fact, it's one, I don't know why I haven't done this yet. We're going to be filming 8 Mile today. Although technically this video is going to be the entire stretch of M-102, as M-102 itself goes from I-94, which is what we came off of, all the way to M5. And I don't know why we have a long red light for a pedestrian walkway. It's like you think the LA would activate that when somebody's crossing the street, but I don't know. But technically, this stretch is not 8 Mile. It's up ahead. Once we get past this traffic light, off in the distance, yeah, then we'll be at 8 Mile. We got, yeah, another traffic light. Cool. But yeah, we're going by Eastland Mall now, which I believe Eastland Mall, at least the mall itself, is closed now. So yeah, now for the rest of this video, this is now going to be 8 Mile. So a little bit about 8 Mile. 8 Mile is basically the division line between, well, for the most part, between Detroit and the immediate northern suburbs. Over on the south side, yeah, that's Detroit, and then over to the north right now, we're seeing East Point. And in fact, yeah, like 696 recently was just reopened after being closed for several months for at least westbound for reconstruction. And it's like a lot of times when 696 is closed, this can serve as a pretty nice detour, though there are a lot of traffic lights, so it can bog down a little bit. And of course, this road in particular, of course, it's like everybody thinks of the movie 8 Mile, starring Eminem, of course. But yeah, as you can tell, there is no snow on the ground still. We're already approaching the middle of January. We've seen some snow showers a couple days, or maybe like 3 days, but nothing to where anything is really has stuck on the ground. Where I live, I think I ended up getting like maybe half an inch, but it was already melted like in a day. We go up to Gratiot. Remember when I filmed that as a 3-part driving video? Oh yeah, look down Gratiot, you can even see the Detroit skyline way off in the distance. So yeah, anyway, okay, so yeah, now Detroit's on the left, we have Warren on the right. But yeah, what's interesting about the snow cover right now, well, obviously there's none here, but up in northern Michigan, there's plenty of it. And then what's even more hilarious is to see snow on the ground right now, you can drive south. Once you get down to the Michigan-Ohio border, like there's a whole bunch of snow down in Ohio and Indiana right now. They end up getting a huge snowstorm, which completely passes to the south. around seasonal temperatures. Looks like... I was about to say my luck just ran out the lights, but nope. But for what I've been seeing for some of the upcoming forecasts, is that there's going to be a big shift in the weather pattern in the near future to where it's going to get bitter cold, probably. I'm thinking in terms of Fahrenheit, like in the teens for highs periodically. Which I'll be quite honest, that I think there's at least once every winter we'll get highs that cold. I'd count about the traffic lights, but I'd probably jinx myself. Looking at the weather forecast with snow chances, it's pretty slim right now. We might get something Thursday, but I could be wrong. And then maybe even this week. It's hard to say, but lately we haven't gotten hardly anything, other than maybe a couple lake effect snow showers here and there. I was thinking about something, but I already forgot it already. Oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, I originally wasn't planning on filming anything this weekend, but I saw how sunny it was supposed to be today. It's like, why not film today? That way it show that Michigan's not always cloudy 100% of the time in the wintertime. So yeah, first the traffic lights were timed very well. Now they're timed very poorly, because it had like a back-to-back light in like 200 feet, and then got another one up ahead. Although it's for like a subdivision street, so it may not last as long. Just approach slowly, and we might get lucky. Oh yeah. But yeah, if you watch any of my previous driving videos, I think like either the couple or the two of the ones I filmed in Tennessee, or even I think a couple that I filmed here in Michigan before the Tennessee trip, I commented on how once I went back to work that I was going to get really busy. I was absolutely right. There's a pretty big project I'm working on right now. Thankfully, the timelines got pushed out a little bit, so it's a little more, what's the word I'm thinking of? Realistic. It's more realistic than what it originally was. And fortunately, I think that the company was starting to see that a little bit, so. Oh wow, you already crossed over Van Dyke. But yeah, I can't believe talking about sports now, yeah, the NFL playoffs are already going on. In fact, today it's the game between the Patriots and the Chargers, and then the Saints versus the Eagles, which the Philadelphia Eagles, they're the defending national champs. Although the odds of them being the Saints are probably pretty low, because the Saints are easily one of the best teams in the NFL right now. Drew Brees is probably playing one of his best years as a NFL quarterback. And then yesterday the LA Rams end up beating the Cowboys, and the Chiefs beat the Colts. Yeah, there have been some pretty good football games. Even during the wild card games, there were some very close matches. Especially they had that Eagles and Chicago Bears game. It's like Chicago practically had that in the bag, but Philadelphia came back and scored the game-winning touchdown. Ironically enough, for a Detroit fan, Golden Tate, the former Lions wide receiver, ended up catching the game-winning touchdown for the Eagles, because Golden Tate was traded to the Eagles mid-season. And then Chicago ended up missing that field goal near the end of the game. So yeah, definitely feel sorry for Bears fans. Traffic lights are pretty well synchronized for the most part. Like, there was a little bit of a hiccup back around Groesbeck and Hoover, but so far it's been too bad. But of course, then again, this is Warren, so things might change when I go further west. But we'll wait and see. In fact, one cool feature about 8 Mile is that this is what's considered the east baseline. Like when they were drawing like a lot of the old boundaries and baselines back in the day, they went 8 miles north of downtown Detroit, and this line goes all the way out to areas between like Jackson and Lansing, Michigan. Like, this baseline is supposed to theoretically go straight all the way to Lake Michigan. And in a way it does, but there is a little bit of a jog, or like a zigzag, that occurs in the middle part of the state. Oh, this is DeQuinter Road, so this is like a tri-county border right there. Wayne County is all on the south side. And back at DeQuinter, that's the dividing line between Macomb County and Oakland County. And then, yeah, this is a nice little feature here. Yeah, we got the interchange with I-75, and if you continue on 8 Mile, you have a nice little overpass, so you don't have to stop at any of the traffic lights. So that makes things rather nice. 8 Mile does this in a few different areas along here. I know for I-75, I believe also for the Lodge Freeway too, and I think Telegraph, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, so what happened is, like, it's like a little bit south of Leslie, Michigan, which is between Jackson and Lansing, just a little bit to the east off 127. I'll back to that in a second. So anyway, so in that area, when they were drawing the principal meridian line up from Ohio to the north, they made a little mistakes on connecting the... Oh, we now have Ferndale on the right side. So, like, with the east-west baseline, they are, like, it's not a straight line. Like, when you get out to the central part of the state, there's a little bit of a jog to the south. I think about 200 feet, maybe. I forgot how long it is, but like, once you get to the principal meridian line, the baseline ends and it picks up again 2,000 feet to the south, and then it continues its way out to the western part of the state over at Lake Michigan. And in fact, there is a very small state park that is out in that area, and I went out there last weekend. It was pretty cool. little half-mile long hike. Okay, looks like they have a little bypass for the light for Woodward too, so that's cool. Yeah, it's a nice little hiking trail, and when I did that video, it felt very weird filming that in January, and it felt like a day in March because it was pretty warm that day and no snow on the ground. And yeah, when I was there, because of how small the state park is, it's not really well known. So it's like I was literally the only one there at that park. It's like I had it completely all to myself. I did not see a single person on the trail at all. Not sure why I was crossing when our light was about to turn green, but I don't know. And yeah, it looks like it's the growth spec curve, so it got back-to-back red lights. It's like, I don't know why they do something like this. It's annoying. So yeah, but yeah, along 8 Mile, all the signs generally will say 8 Mile, because this is what the road is called. But I know if you go way out to the west, especially like to some of the western communities like Northville or Nova, you'll see signs along with 8 Mile. You also see baseline. And in fact, until I learned about this park and about these different lines that they drew back in the 19th century, I had no idea why they call this baseline. Yep, I had this weird feeling I'd be catching so many red lights out in this part of 8 Mile compared to... Oh, never mind. But yeah, it's like how 8 Mile works with it being the boundary between Detroit and some of the extreme northern suburbs. You can see a complete difference, especially here, between the two sides. It's almost like if you're driving down Jefferson and you're passing Alta Road and you're going from Detroit right into the Grosse Pointes. It's like you cross into a different country almost. But yeah, is this... Okay, no, I thought this was Schaefer/Coolidge, but not yet. Yep, and we got another change of city to the right. Now that is Oak Park. Okay, so yeah, now we got the light for... Got Coolidge to the north, which goes up into Oak Park. I mentioned up over into Royal Oak, and then it turns to the Schaefer as you go south. But yeah, I'm filming this on a Sunday morning, so traffic hasn't been too bad. So this is a nice little Sunday drive. And then yeah, up here we got the overpass going over the Lodge Freeway and also Greenfield. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, it's nice how they have these different overpasses going over some of the different freeways. Oh, and another little fact too, if you've ever watched the show, I think it was on True TV, called Hardcore Pawn, there's a store called America Jewelry and Loan. That's of course where they filmed that show, and it's at the corner of 8 Mile and the Lodge Freeway. But yeah, I've never really watched much of that show. I've seen I saw a few episodes back when it was on, but it's always cool to see different shows or even movies that are filmed here especially in the Detroit area. I should probably get over. And yeah, here's a upcoming intersection for the Southfield Freeway. Yeah, unfortunately, as you can tell, yeah, there is no overpass or any type of bypass for this light. Okay, cool. I didn't have to stop much at all. But yeah, it's nice that they have that extra long left turn lane way off to the left for people who want to go on to southbound Southfield Freeway. Yeah, I think we only have another 5 miles to go on today's video. I do want to film more on 8 Mile later, but I'll save that for a second part, because I would like to show 8 Mile going west of its concurrency with M-102. Because 8 Mile will continue all the way out to going to the Farmington, Livonia area, then to Northville and Novi, and eventually all the way out to like the South Lyon area. Not this light here, the next one, that one I believe is Evergreen. Yep. Yeah, coming up next in my travels, yeah, as I'm filming this video, I don't have anything planned right now, like nothing, like no flights booked, no hotels or anything like that, but I'm definitely considering making a trip down to San Antonio. So I've only been to San Antonio once, and that was when I was 6 going on 7 years old, so I was too young. But I definitely would like to get down there now that I'm older and know what the Alamo is. be cool to check that out, and but not only that too, but my cousin Lauren, who's in Colorado. Well, she's not in Colorado anymore. She for her job, she ended up having to move down to South Texas. I think in the Victoria Astoria area, somewhere in that general area. I've got the road, or the intersection for Losser. Anyway, so since she's not terribly far from San Antonio, like she and I might try to meet up for a day or two, so that'd be really cool. I haven't seen her in over a year. It's because the only trip I made to Colorado last year was when I had that work trip back in January, around this time last year. In fact, around this time last year, I was coming down with a pretty bad sinus infection. Hopefully I don't have another repeat, because I don't need to be sick for 3 weeks like I was last year. I still don't even know how I did that St. Augustine trip, because it was literally in between 2 illnesses. Like, I think my sinus infection went away, and then it came back like 2 or 3 days later. Oh yeah, we'll wait and see though. So anyway, and then yeah, never was able to go back out to Colorado throughout the rest of the year, and she and I we were not able to plan a trip last year just because she was really busy with different things, so we never had a chance to really get together or anything. But we're definitely gonna try to do so this year. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, yeah, that was the little overpass for Telegraph, or US Highway 24. Just got another couple miles to go, and we'll be at the end of this video. I think it's Beach Daily up ahead. In fact, after this light, I need to start getting over, because I think once we get to Inkster, we'll be getting right up to M5, and that's where I'm going to be ending the video. And not only that, too, I'm going to be turning right onto M5. Anyway, I can do that right now. And then, yeah, and as for other things, there are still other things I want to try to plan. Wouldn't mind visiting some new states as well. It's because I've been to 34 so far. Would love to check out some other ones. Because there are some easy ones I can get to, like from Michigan. Like there's the Carolinas. Because that's not a difficult flight to go down there. And then there's also, or go to some of the western states like Utah or Montana. Oh, we'll play it by ear. Oh, half mile, so I need to get over. Oh, and technically over here to the left, that's not Detroit anymore, that is Redford Township. So, 8 Mile will continue on west of M5. I'll cover that another day. So, I hope you enjoyed this driving video here on 8 Mile, or specifically M-102. So if you enjoyed this driving video and want to watch more of my driving videos, definitely click on the link on the left side of the screen. So thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scottman, signing out.